3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Washington, his first carry, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Raider 1. Get down. 280. Go. Get set.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
7:34.
From the gun, it's Carr. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league is going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get down. 180.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On second down, it's Bell. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now Rudolph on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Rudolph throwing on second down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Whoa. Let's get it.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Rudolph. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eddie Vanderdoes with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Carr under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Down. 280.
From the gun, Carr. to LaFell. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. On first, here's Washington. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down. Carr. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
First down, the run with Lynch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On second down, Lynch. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Carr gives to Marshall, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jordy Nelson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. A give to Bell, and he stopped immediately there. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with third down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
They'll try and sneak it here. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the run, Rudolph now going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
Well, probably they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Here's a give to Lynch. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw, it's Carr. And complete, right side to Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
We got 3. Monday, down. We waiting.
On the handoff, Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
4 down.
From the gun, Carr. And that is incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's Rudolph now on second down. He's looking deep for Bell. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Detroit!
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He finds Coleman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Rudolph on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Bruce Irvin, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bruce Irvin in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gun!
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is Harris. Oh, able to avoid him. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Monday, down. 180.
On first down, Carr. Wide open receiver, complete. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen, and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
A final shot before the break. Rudolph looking deep downfield. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On second down, here's Rudolph. He'll fight a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Rudolph. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the end zone, Rudolph. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Rudolph throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, Rudolph throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to the air, Rudolph. And this is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it'll bring up third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Rudolph throwing again. A dump off to Green. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
Get down, get down. 180.
From the gun, it's Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Carr to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's got room. Room to run past midfield. 30, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
Gone!
Back to throw, Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Rudolph to the right side and complete to Washington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Rudolph eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he powers his way up past the 30. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, watch number 33. Down. 180.
Shotgun now for Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Carr now on 1st down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw his Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Rudolph looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Handoff comes to Lynch, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Bell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Again, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And the Steelers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Rudolph. And he's got Rodgers. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The give is to Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Pittsburgh, the win is their fifth of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Oakland, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.